MrBeast is an interesting character throughout the community. He's well respected and for good reason. MrBeast helps people out of the kindness of his heart. He donates money to people who truly need it, and he is very humble. So today I'm going to be going into the history of MrBeast and what makes him so relatable, charming, and respectable throughout the community. My name is TheTurnz and I hope you enjoy this video. If you do end up enjoying it, make sure to like the video and subscribe, as doing so really helps out the channel. If you have any commentary to add onto this video, make sure to comment your thoughts and opinions, as I'd really like to hear what you guys think. So without further ado, I start this video. MrBeast created his channel in February 2012 and went under the name of MrBeast 6000. He originally uploaded Minecraft videos onto YouTube, with his first video going under the name of Worst Minecraft Show Trap Ever? ? MrBeast's video was pretty entertaining considering it was his first video and that it was made back in 2012. You have to remember that MrBeast had little to no equipment at the time that he made this video, so he isn't nearly as professional as he is today with his videos. And by professional I mean a better microphone, a better camera, better funding, and so on. So you're probably wondering how MrBeast got where he is today, considering that MrBeast gains millions of subscribers per month and hundreds of millions of views per month as well. MrBeast got where he is today from simply staying consistent, staying out of drama, being humble, and respecting other people. Well, I'd be lying if I said just that, because that's not the full picture. The full picture is that MrBeast rose to fame by being genuine and having wacky and crazy titles. However, these titles and thumbnails were in no way clickbaity. Take Morgz as an example. The difference between someone like Morgz and MrBeast is that Morgz will clickbait and is genuinely annoying, whilst MrBeast refuses to clickbait and actually does exactly what its title says he does. An example of him doing this would be when MrBeast spent 24 hours in a jail for not uploading with the boys in his video titled "I spent 24 hours in prison challenge." An example of Morgz titling a video without actually following through with what the title says would be his video titled "Last Stop Gaming Wins $20,000 Challenge," which was clearly faked. It was clearly faked because literally no one acts like this in real life.
The Last Stop Gaming Challenge. Oh my god, come here!
Guys, this game's like a workout.
I can hear you, you little swine!
I'm gonna steal some food from Logan and Jill.
I've got like a really sharp pain in the back of my head, guys.
I'll stay awake much longer.
Please, shut the fuck up. Anyways, what makes MrBeast different from other creators is his genuine personality mixed with his non-clickbait titles and thumbnails. You may be saying, "TheTurnz, MrBeast isn't the only one to not clickbait and be respectable. What about someone like the Odd Ones Out?" Quite frankly, I don't see the Odd Ones Out titling his videos something as insane as "I spent 24 hours in a doomsday bunker," and actually following through with it. This is exactly why people subscribe to someone like MrBeast over someone such as Morgz, because Morgz isn't as genuine with his videos while MrBeast is. Not to mention, MrBeast makes very good videos. MrBeast's videos are always super exciting and well put together. They always have nice editing while not being too over edited like some people. Anyways, I genuinely enjoy MrBeast's videos. I enjoy them because he does something no one or not many people have done and uploaded onto YouTube. These things include saying Logan Paul's names 100,000 times and doing countless 24-hour challenges. MrBeast always does something new and exciting to keep his audience engaged, and that's why he gains so many subscribers and viewers so quickly. Not to mention, MrBeast is very humble, and I've never heard him say one thing egotistical. He's never lashed out at criticism, and he's never acted self-centered. In fact, in his videos he acts the complete opposite way. MrBeast donates to people that truly need it. Take this clip as an example.
You told me earlier you had a little bit of hospital bills and you need a car. So here's a check for $10,000.
Are you kidding?
To buy anything you need. Not
What? What, man? Are you serious? I'm gonna have a heart attack. God! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I cannot believe this. Ain't nobody never helped me this much in my life. I worked all my life. I'm about to have a heart attack. God bless y'all. Thank you. Oh my god.
If you weren't listening closely, MrBeast had helped people that needed it out of the kindness of his heart. Now, of course, there may be other motives such as something like views, but to be honest, I doubt this man is concerned anything with views. I doubt that MrBeast does his videos for views or money, considering that he loses money in the process of making his videos from donating so much to people. However, he gains this money back, so if MrBeast does videos for views or not will remain a mystery because I cannot prove or disprove anything. But I believe that he doesn't make videos for views because of what I said earlier. MrBeast comes off so genuine in his videos that it's just hard to believe that he would only make videos for views and money. I don't know MrBeast personally, so I can't answer this, but what I can answer is that no matter the motive, MrBeast is still doing a good thing. He's helping people at the expense of himself, which I admire. I respect that MrBeast can produce these kinds of videos daily, considering that it must be very stressful. MrBeast clearly likes doing it, and that's another reason why I like MrBeast. There's just something about him that makes him come off so humble and charismatic, and that leads me to my next point, the person MrBeast is behind the camera. MrBeast is a nice and respectable person. He's considered to be one of the best YouTubers because of the person he is and the style of content he makes. For this segment of the video, I'll be interviewing people and what they think of MrBeast. I'll also be talking about the drama MrBeast has gotten himself into in the past. MrBeast has gotten videos made on him left and right, and I think it's only fair to look at the videos people made on MrBeast with an unbiased viewpoint so we can get the truth. So that's exactly what I'll be doing. James Marriott made a video on MrBeast in June of 2018, and while this video was only made for shits and giggles and James wasn't actually being serious and ranting on MrBeast, I still think it's good to cover this video, as it's very critical towards MrBeast, regardless if it's a joke or not. James Marriott starts his video off by stating who MrBeast is, while also stating how many views MrBeast got within the last couple of months. James did this to establish that MrBeast is a very relevant YouTuber, thus giving his audience a valid reason to make a video on MrBeast. James Marriott then goes on to say that the only reason why he knows who MrBeast is because of MrBeast's video where he counts to 100,000 in one video straight. James's argument was that MrBeast's streams were ridiculous and that making these streams were ignorant. Honestly, I agree. Everyone probably clicked off those 20-hour streams after 30 seconds. And if you didn't click off the streams, you're a retarded bitch. Anyways, onto the serious drama regarding MrBeast. The serious drama behind MrBeast was detailed in a video made by The Right Opinion. If you don't know who The Right Opinion is, he is a YouTuber who makes highly professional documentaries ranging from 20 minutes to an hour. He has over 600,000 subscribers at the time of me recording this audio, which is very expected considering how high quality his videos exactly are. Anyways, The Right Opinion had gone over the fact that MrBeast had used homophobic slurs, and that the media then reported on it. He had stated that the media's criticisms toward MrBeast were insignificant and that these criticisms towards MrBeast were easily debunkable. He proved this point by going into the Wall Street Journal's history and how they were wrong in the past. And when someone is wrong in the past, it's much easier for those same people that were wrong to be wrong again and again, which is exactly what happened in this situation. PewDiePie had an article made on him that was proven to be wrong time and time again, only 1 week before the article wrote on MrBeast, and they were written by the same person. That definitely doesn't raise any red flags. Not one at all. Definitely nothing to worry about. I just hate it when you write an article only for money based on false or over-exaggerated information, and you get called out for lying and over-exaggerating things again. It's honestly too fun. Another time MrBeast got into drama was when a YouTuber by the name of Ikes made a video on him receiving over 50,000 views. Ikes had claimed that MrBeast was doing fake giveaways. He proved this point by first of all stating that the voice in the fake giveaway was MrBeast's voice, and that MrBeast had pre-recorded the video of him opening gift cards, only for MrBeast to use them after him pre-recording the footage of him opening the gift cards. This same footage was also posted on MrBeast's second channel with a link to Free My Apps PS, and had the same code of the original footage streamed with MrBeast in it. You may be wondering, TheTurnz, what do you think of this? Honestly, I don't think that we have enough evidence against MrBeast for this case due to the fact that Ikes never showed that the person in the live stream scamming people actually sounded like MrBeast. And even if the person in the live stream did sound like MrBeast, I'm sure there are many other people that sound just like him. However, in this incident, I feel like it's too big of a coincidence for the person scamming people in the live stream to sound like MrBeast and not actually be him. I think it's way too big of a coincidence because other evidence Ikes presented in his video. There's just way too much evidence against MrBeast. I feel like everything else that MrBeast did this year and last can surely redeem himself from this scam if it were to be true, considering that he generously donated to hundreds of people that needed it in the last 2 years. You have to keep in mind that the video that Ikes made on MrBeast was made in 2017, also 3 years ago. So MrBeast has already redeemed himself in this incident. Anyways, on to the interviews.
Hey guys, Ben Line Does here, and I'm so glad that TheTurnz let me have this interview. I just like to go off the record and say that MrBeast isn't special. At least not what I would say is special. For me, I believe that he has done quite a few things that deserve a lot of respect. With that said, those few things are things that literally anybody could do. Taking money out of his bank account and giving it to people. With that said, I don't think that it's not respectable per se. I'll just say that it isn't something that hasn't been done before. But I think that the way that he presents these videos is extremely entertaining and funny, along with his crew of friends that also make the videos even better. So all in all, I wouldn't say that he is special per se. I would say that he does try a lot in his videos, and he does try a lot to help people that are in need and to also entertain his viewers.
Right, so the thing that makes MrBeast special is that his video ideas are just so fucking eye-catching. He has these thumbnails that just make you want to click on the video just by looking at it. And that kind of really improves his impressions click-through rate, which YouTube really loves. Another thing that MrBeast does is that he always hypes up his videos. Like, in the beginning of the video, he always makes you hyped up to see what's gonna happen in the challenge. Along with that, his videos are also pretty long and entertaining and interesting. For example, a lot of his videos are between 10 to 20 minutes long. This shows that this man makes a lot of watch time because his videos are long, and it's not just because they're long, he always has like a mystery towards his videos. Like, he always makes these challenge videos. His challenge videos are where people watch his videos all the way to the end because they want to figure out what happens at the end of the challenge and who wins the challenge, because he always hypes it up. Along with that, he always offers a reward with money, which just makes you want to figure out even more. And even more, he actually involves other YouTubers in the challenge. So now, having a huge click-through rate and a long watch time just makes YouTube want to promote his videos more, which just proves that why MrBeast is blowing up on YouTube.
MrBeast is like the most coolest guy. Like, he donates half of his money to like charity all the time, and he helps homeless people. He feeds a lot of homeless people, and honestly, he changes people's lives without them even asking for their lives to be changed. He is honestly the coolest YouTuber that is on this platform, and nobody can prove me wrong.
That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did end up enjoying it, consider liking and subscribing, as doing so really helps out the channel. Have an amazing day. My name is TheTurnz, and I'll see you in the next video. But before I go, I'd like to thank Michael for making the thumbnail to this video, and I'd also like to thank everyone that was in the interview. And yeah, goodbye.